All right, so these are the new Delta Math work pages. And I made it new because it says, use this sheet to work out your problems. If you complete the Delta Math assignment after the due date, then you must turn in this sheet. Pretty much it's just scratch paper for you guys if you get the Delta Math assignment in before the due date, which is usually what, Sunday nights, midnight? I give you guys, right? If you do the Delta Math assignment at 1 in the morning Sunday night, you have to turn the sheet in, okay? Because we tried last semester where if you were doing it late, you email me, and it just was a colossal failure. So just, you're going to have to turn this in if you do it after the due date. Make sense? Any questions about that? If you get it all done before midnight Sunday, you don't have to worry about the sheet. Okay? Now, speaking of Delta Math, let's, I had some questions on, let's do this real quick and then we'll go to the factoring. I had some questions on the rationals. Okay, we did all of these, adding, subtract. You should have been able. You should be done with these compositions of functions. But then we got down to undefined rationals. I had a lot of students ask me, what is that? I don't know how to do that. So to finish this off, let's go ahead and look at one of these problems. So here's the problem that you have. In fact, this is one of the two problems that are assigned to you. So, if you want to take notes, I would. All it means is, remember when we're doing composite functions, or not even composite functions, but when we divided functions, we had a domain restriction. Remember the denominator couldn't be 0? Well, that's what this means, is that the denominator can't equal 0. So they're asking you, well, what number makes it equal 0? So all you have to do here is take the denominator, which is 6x minus 12, right? Set it equal to 0. And then, solve for x. So I'm going to add 12 to both sides. I get 6x equal 12. Divide by 6. So here, x equal 2. So that's what you put in for your answer. Okay? So you go back to your Delta Math here, and we're going to put in 2. 2 is my answer. Submit it. And that's my answer. Okay, so I just did one of your problems on Delta Math. Questions? I think they called it undefined rational. All right, so no questions. Then I'm going to go to the factoring review that you got today. Do you guys still have your factoring flowcharts? Yes, okay. This would be a good time to take it out. All right? So we're going to do a review. I'm going to do the odds. You guys can do the evens. The first thing on your factoring flowcharts, and I will get some printed out for next week, it says, can you take out any common terms, right? Well, problems 1 through 4, that's exactly what it is. Okay, you're looking to see if you can take out any common terms. Well, I like to look at the numbers, and then I like to look at the variables. Looking at the numbers 30 and 36, I can take a factor out. In fact, I can take several factors out. But the largest one is going to be 6. Then I look at the variable. In this case, it's an n. Here I have 3 n's. Here I have 2 n's. So I can take out 2 n's. All right, then I go back and I divide them out. 30 divided by 6 is 5. Here I have 3 n's, dividing out 2 or taking away 2 of the n's. That leaves me with 1 of the n's. Minus 36 divided by 6 is 6. N squared divided by n squared is just 1, so I don't need to put it in there. That's my answer. Okay. Number 3. I look at the numbers 20 and 12. I can take out my largest one factor is 4. See, this has 2 x's. This one has 1 x. I can take out on 1 x. That leaves me with 20 divided by 4 is 5. X squared divided by x to the first is x to the first. 12 divided by 4 is 3, and my x's cancel. All right, number 5. Number 5 is a difference of squares. So I'm going to rewrite this as x squared minus 3 squared. Remember, if I have a difference of squares, if I have a difference of squares, a squared minus b squared, that equals a plus b, a minus b. So I always like to put down what my a and what my b is. My a is going to be the base x. My b is the base 3. So my a plus b is going to be x plus 3, x minus 3. Number 7 is also a difference of squares. I got to rewrite this as 5 squared x squared minus 4 squared. Remember, on your factoring flowchart, you got that little box of perfect squares, right? So my a is the base 5x. My b is the base 4. So I have 5x plus 4, 5x minus 4. And then problems 9 through 12 are guess and check problems. There's no easy way to do this. It's just you got to have to do a little bit of work. Okay. Let's see. I can't take anything out. No common terms or factors. So I'm going to go directly to my factors. There's only one way to get 2a squared. That's 2a times a. Then I look at the factors of 5. I only have 1 times 5. Then I look at the sign of that 5, and it's a positive 5. So I'm either going to have a positive times positive or a negative times negative. Since they have to add up to a negative, well, they're going to be added together because they're the same sign. They have to add up to a negative, so they have to be negative times negative. Okay, this is where the guess and check comes in play here. Remember our arches? Our outer and then our inner. Okay, we only have one set of factors. So either the 1 and 5 go there or the 5 or they get switched. If I put the 1 and 5 there, I get a negative 1a, and 2a times the negative 5 is a negative 10a. That adds up to negative 11a. So guess what? The 5 goes here and the 1 goes there. Okay, so this inner, let's see, negative 5 times a is negative 5a. 2a times negative 1 is negative 2a. And these add up to negative 7a, which is what I want. So this is my factors here. There's no easy way to do this guess and check thing. And then let's do number 11. Again, there's nothing I can factor out, nothing I can take out. Shouldn't say factor out. So I'm going to go directly to my factors, right? Only one way to get 5m squared. 5m times m. Factors of 36. See, 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, and 4 times 4, or 4 times 9, 6 times 6, right? I got them all? Okay, look at the sign of 36. It's a minus sign. It's a negative 36. So 1 has to be positive and 1 has to be negative. So it means we're going to be subtracting these factors. But one of them needs to be multiplied by the 5. So this is going to be some work. See, I'm going to go ahead and put my arches in. I'm going to hold off on the signs for now. Let's try 6 and 6. Let's see, I have a 6m and a 30m. We're subtracting, right? And if I subtract these, I'm only going to get a 24. So that's not going to work. So 6 and 6 is out. Let's try 4 and 9. There's 4, there's 9. 4 times m is 4m. 9 times 5 is 45m. And if I subtract these, I'll get a 41m, which is what we want. We want a negative 41m. So the bigger one has to be the negative, and then 4, the smaller one, is positive. So this has to be positive, and then this one has to be negative. So there's my factors. And again, no easy way to do this, but guess and check. Try it. No, because you can't divide 31 by 3. Any other questions? So you guys finish your delta maths today and do the evens. If you have any questions, just let me know. Sure.